Greetings and salutations, my friends. Welcome to another team guide. Today we are looking at the Canaries, Norwich City, or Pookie Land, as we're going to call it. This is an interesting one, this. As you can see by the club vision, it's always hard as a small team to play possession football. So I've always said, if you're performing above expectations, they expect us to, in that first season, fight bravely against relegation. Let's say halfway through the season, you're playing mid-table. The board will not care that you're not playing possession football. They'll only care about that stuff if you're struggling a little bit. Then they'll use it against you. But that is tricky. They want young players as well. But fight bravely, as expected, really. And then they're looking to sell the club. So much like Newcastle, takeover tycoon, baby. Oh, that would be quite fun. A Norwich tycoon takeover might be worth having a save just to try and get a rich one. If we look at the squad, it's a decent all-round squad, really. We've got some legends of the game. Kroll the Conqueror, ex-Newcastle legend, who's actually... I've been surprised how good he is, to be honest, in real life. But apparently, he's not the first choice. This is Ralph Ferdman. Tim Kroll. You can't not play him. At centre-backs, we've got the likes of Grant Hanley, who's been around for years. Zimmerman. We've got Tim Close, the Swiss. Why did I want to call him American? I don't know. But there's like a sprinkle, lots of bang average players and a sprinkle of good shit. So we've got Max Aarons, who's a pacey right back, really absolute beast of a player. Only problem is 19 years old, English, good prospect. Big teams are going to want him and he's going to get unhappy. So, yeah. When's his contract run out? 23. Okay, we're good. We've got 4 years on his contract, but he's an absolute beast. Same as Ben Godfrey. So there's players in this team to build the team round for the future, especially the young English players. We've got Jamal Lewis, who's a left back. So both fullbacks, young English fullbacks. We've got a ball-playing centre-back, also a DM if you wanted it. Another English player. So, and then bang average, all the bangs, all the averages. This dude's all right. Emmy. We've got Todd Cantwell, who's just broken through in real life, and he looks like a decent player as well. Another English player. So this could be a really fun save. And then obviously, you can't not look at the legend that is Timo Pukki. He's not bad, is he? Lacks a bit of pace. I can understand why you'd want to play him as more of a deep-lying forward, because as a poacher and advanced forward, you need him to break past the last line of defence, and with 12 acceleration and 11 pace, that's pretty disappointing. But he's a very good finisher, and he's a decent passer of the ball as well, with good vision, work rate. What's his first touch like? I've gone blind. There, 14. Completely forgot where that number was. So he's a decent all-rounder. I think you either play him as a lone striker as a deep line forward with like two really attacking inside forwards, or you play him as part of a 2 or a 3 as the sort of more supportive one. I think that lack of pace, and it's only going to get worse. He's 29. So these are going to drop over the next year or two as well. But he's perfectly acceptable for now. He's a very good player. Patrick Roberts on loan, another FM legend. They've got some mental problems. I'm just saying what I'm saying, right? I'm not accusing him, but he's clearly got issues. He can't make a decision, basically, which is actually not good at all. Let's have a quick look at the under-18s. We've got Rocky Bashiri. Why are we loaning him to Blackpool? He's not a bad little player. 19-year-old Belgium. Pretty damn decent. And his name's Rocky. Why is he not straight in the first team? Nothing much there. Dynamically wise, let's have a look. Close. Tete, who starts off transfer listed in Grant Hanley. But then we've got Cantwell is up there as a highly influential player, which is good because he's one of the young British guys. Pookie's there as well. And Zimmerman, who's the best centre-back at the club. But that's not bad, 19 grand a week. Their wages are pretty decent. What have we got to spend? 10 million? It has to be expected. Look at the budget compared to the big teams there. That's nuts. We've got 25 grand and 10 million. We've got one player's worth of transfers. Yeah, there's no... I would probably... I don't really know this guy. It's like bang average all-rounder, isn't he, really? And Dermich. I know Dermich a little bit better. They're okay. I may look to be bringing in another striker, I think, or like an inside forward. Paddy Roberts is pretty damn good at that, apart from his issues that I definitely don't want to bring up again. But maybe... So we've got Jamal Lewis. We don't want to stunt the growth of our two young fullbacks. I'd have them first choice. They're playing every game that they're fit. So we just need backups for them. So that's not a problem. We've got Philip Heiss and Sam Byram, the ex-Leeds kiddie. So that's fullbacks are sorted. Centre-backs, maybe an area we strengthen. We've got Zimmerman as our main guy. Grant Hanley. He's not... The problem is, you've got to remember, we're supposed to be playing possession football, and so ideally we want centre-backs. Part of one of the best ways to get good possession is to play out of defence. So you're not just hoofing it and hoping that you win possession. And we've got a centre-back that can barely kick a football. He's got a 10 pass, and I'll give him that. But he can't see. So we don't know where those passes are going. So that's maybe an area I definitely look to improve. Let's have a quick look at the facilities, see what they're like. We have great training and excellent youth and adequate coaching. Those need to be improved, but the rest is pretty decent. Pretty small stadium, so going forward, I think we need to look at maybe setting up the stadium. But again, it's very much like Newcastle in that it's kind of a lucky dip team. You have the first year where you battle against relegation. I definitely think is doable. Those fullbacks, I would bomb them on. Both those young fullbacks, I'm actually going to remember to go scout Norwich for my other saves because those fullbacks are beastly. But you survive that first season, probably at some point going to get a takeover, and then you never know. They might throw money at you and want Champions League football or just tell you to carry on surviving. You might not want to sell Alexander because what I find most fun is you can call him Tete. So you might just want to call him that, keep him for that reason alone. He's actually not too bad, but he's pretty old. Is anybody on stupid wage at Dermot? He's the highest paid player at the club. All right. That might be something we need to fix going forward. I think that looks like a January sale, doesn't it? I hate when you join a club and there's players you think, well, that guy's crap, and then you can't sell them because he's just joined. Very much the case with this one. But they're a decent squad and a fun one. Takeovers, you never know what's going to happen. Thank you very much for joining me. Leave a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you're new. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.